Yo, what is cool, y'all? Individuals here. I hope that all you guys are doing well. In this tutorial, I'll be breaking down how you can create this sick dreamy glitch effect from my adobe preset pack inside of After Effects. This is probably one of my favorite effects from that pack, and I'll be breaking down everything step by step, even though it's not too hard to make, but it does require some plugins. But let's jump right into it. Yo, real quick before we get into it, I just want to give a quick shout out to my shop, lurkinvisuals.store, where I sell all of my editing presets and assets that I'll be using for the past 4 years to edit music videos for some huge artists. Everything that I sell in my store are my personal presets, so it's basically all of my sauce that I'm giving out for both After Effects and Premiere Pro. But I don't need to speak too much on it. You go check it out for yourself, and let's jump right into the tutorial. So right here I got my music video that I'll be working on, and I got some different clips right there, and that's what I will be working with. So to start off, I'll create a new adjustment layer. So just right click, head to new, and create a new adjustment layer. And to this one I'll be adding on the signal effect, and it's a plugin, but it's honestly crazy. So if you're trying to get some dark, glitchy, VHS, CRT type effects, I would recommend that you get this plugin. So the first thing I'll be doing is turning up the signal strength to 200, and then the amplification to 2, and you can already tell that we're getting something a little bit stronger right now. And then I'll turn up the cutoff filter to 200, and that just kind of increases the saturation that we got right there. And the next step will be to turn down the luma noise and chroma noise to 0, and let's turn up the hue noise to 100. And now we're kind of getting something darker, and then I'll turn down the chroma loss to 0, and we can keep the sharpen at like 3.5. Now that's a little bit too much, I'll lower it down. This pretty much depends on your clip and the look that you're going for, but I'll go for like 2.5. And then the device to device connections will be around 5. Now you can tell we're already getting this dreamy kind of look, but I want to remove the part down here. So to do that, I'll go down to luma modulation and remove tape errors, and just like that, it's completely gone now. But if you want to keep the tape errors, you just don't press this button. This is the look that I will be going for with the signal effect, but as usual, you can mess with the effects as much as you want. There's plenty of effects to be messed with over here, so if you want to mess around, go ahead and do that. But I'll jump to the next step, which will be to add a grain effect. So I'll add on the add grain effect and change the viewing mode to final output, and I'll turn up the intensity to 1.3 and turn down the size to 0.8. And the next step will be to add a glow. You can add your preferred glow, but I really like Deep Glow, which is a plugin, so that's the one that I'll be using. And I'll turn up the threshold a little bit, and then turn down the exposure and turn up the radius, just to get that kind of dreamy look. And you can see we're starting to get it right here, but you don't want too much of this, so mess with the threshold till you get something that isn't like overexposed. And I think I'll go for this. Right now, if I play it through, this is what I got. And I mean, this looks crazy. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out, but I'll add one final effect just to kind of spice this up a little bit more, and that will be a sapphire hotspot. It's probably one of my favorite effects because it goes so well with so many other effects. So for example, let's turn down this threshold right here, and you can have the hotspot above the deep glow, but you can also put it under the deep glow. You'll get something completely different. And you can also put it under the signal, and you'll once again get something completely different, because that kind of glitch look is on top of the dark spot, just like you see right now. But just mess with this and go for the look that you prefer. And for me, I think I'll keep it right here above the signal and the grain. So I'll go to the end frame right here, the last one, and I'll turn up the threshold to like 3.3 right there. And then I'll go back to the starting frame and turn it down to 0. And then I'll go like pretty close to the end, like half a second before the end, and I'll keyframe the blur input. And then I'll go all the way to the end and turn up the blur input, so we can kind of get this blurry look. And now if I play it through, this is what I got. And I'm pretty happy with that. It looks really sick, especially in this last scene right here when it's kind of blurry. I really like the look of that. But that's pretty much it. It's a much simpler tutorial today, but thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial and the daily uploads, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as always, make sure to check out my packs. I'll have a link in the description. So if you want to support me as a creator and also get some sick packs while you do that, make sure to check them out. But as usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.